After 3 years, I can finally harvest my asparagus, and I'm going to show you today exactly how I do that. If you've never seen an asparagus plant, this is all it looks like in the spring. Most of the plant is actually underground. It's got a big root system, and when I planted this asparagus, that's all I really planted, a bundle of roots that are called crowns. I got my asparagus plants from Scott Walker, who is the seed farmer that you saw in my asparagus episode of How Does It Grow. He specializes in growing asparagus from seed, and then once they're established, the roots are established, 2 years later, he sells them on to asparagus farmers because that's how they plant the plant. Because it really does take at least 2 years to establish an asparagus plant before you get any asparagus that you can harvest. Shoots will come up, but remember, these things are the actual stems of the plant. These buds will fern out and become these beautiful frond-like ferns. I'll show you a picture of what mine look like when I let them fern out. If you start cutting these stems in the first 2 years, you're taking away the energy source of this plant, right? Plants get their energy from photosynthesis. So if you're taking out the stems and then the frond-like leaves, it can't create any energy. So for the first 2 years, you are not supposed to pick any asparagus. When I got my asparagus, I didn't plant them in my own backyard because I was living in Philadelphia at that time. And I didn't know if we were going to stay there forever. And so I didn't want to plant my perennial asparagus. Asparagus can live up to 35 years if you treat it well. So I planted them at the time at my mom's house in the countryside. And she watched over them for 2 years, and we didn't harvest any, maybe 1 or 2 cheeky ones just to try them. But after that, when we moved in here just last year, I transplanted them right here. So there are about 3 plants planted here. There's 1 and then 2 out of your view, I think. Then I waited. Technically, in the 3rd year, you can start harvesting, but because I transplanted them, I wanted them to reestablish themselves. Yes, I did take 1 or 2 cheeky ones that year, but not all of them. I let them go through the season. They grew big and tall and beautiful. They grew flowers. Yes, asparagus plants, if they are female because they're sort of gendered, they will grow flowers which produce seed. So it was really wonderful to see those little tiny bell-like flowers that I'd never seen before. But what happens? So winter sets in, the leaves all die, go brown. Eventually, I cut the growth back. I laid it down over the bed to protect it from real hard frost and snow, and it worked beautifully. So here we are at the start of spring. We've had a bunch of warm days. Today is a bit chilly. The sun is dancing in and out. But the asparagus have started to come up. This is the very first one that I harvested. And basically, I will have a 2-month window. At their maturity, around the 5-year mark, your crowns should give you about 13 spears of asparagus in a season. So that's why it's such a delicacy, you know? It's not a terribly abundant plant, but if you have a few of them, it will feed your family quite well through the spring season. Now, how do you actually harvest these things? It seems pretty simple. You just cut off the stem, right? But I learned from the harvesters that I worked with in my How Does It Grow episode, which you should go watch if you haven't seen it yet, how to best cut this asparagus. Now, the key is you want to cut it as close to the ground as possible, because if you don't, it will, or it has the potential to sort of bud out right there and separate into 2 stems. It can bush out. That's what they call it. It can bush out if it's cut just above the earth. So if you cut that stem below the earth, it will not bush out at that point. Now, it's difficult to cut it below the earth with just a typical shear like this. There is a special tool that harvesters use that I got to try my hand at, that you should go watch that video to see how abominable I was at that tool. Not the cutting into the earth, but they use that tool to do something else afterwards. And yeah, I don't come out looking so well in it, but that's okay. Let's take a look and see how the professionals do it. So satisfying. So this side is sharp, this side is not sharp, and they use this like a knife to basically machete the ends off. All right, you show me how to do that first. I'm a little bit scared. Whoa! One swipe. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think I'm good at this part. Don't cut my fingers. Okay. Okay. Ah. So you want to cut your asparagus when they're about 8 inches in height. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna try to get below the soil line here and give it a cut. Not too bad, huh? I wish you could smell what a freshly cut asparagus smells like. It's so vibrant and green and so asparagus-y. And you know, there's a sweetness to fresh asparagus that is kind of missing from the ones that we get from the grocery store. Okay, let's do this one. That's it, guys. There you go. My first 3 asparagus. I let this guy get way too big and woody. There's so many more coming up here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a little skinny one over there that I'm just going to let grow. This is about as thin as I will pick them this year, which is about, you know, it's just under maybe ½ an inch of thickness at the middle. But there we go. I might roast this, I might toss it with some pasta, not sure yet. How do you eat your asparagus? I'd love to hear your recipes in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't seen my How Does It Grow asparagus episode, go watch that now. Thanks guys, see you back in the garden real soon.